Thank you for coming to this interview, Ben. You have an impressive resume and cover letter that caught our eye, but we are interested in knowing more about you. Clearly, you have experience in this industry, but we look for those that could take charge and really make strides in our business. Are you ready for us to begin?
Oh, I am very ready.
And I just want you to know that if I can have your consent to recording this interview.
Oh, yeah, that's totally fine.
Beautiful. So, first question, what sparked your interest in our company?
What first sparked my interest was honestly my childhood. Growing up, not in like the most normal way. Me and my dad were, growing together. So he kind of sparked my interest into there, or teaching me the ways. Um, and then from there, it was, you got to watch these plants grow every single day. So there's something new to look at every single day. And so, I mean, every single day you're going in there, checking on them, and it kind of just engulfs your life. So, I mean, because my life is almost like engulfed in it, that's what sparked my interest in, it's something I'm doing what I love essentially at that point. Right. And if you're doing what you love, you're never going to feel like you're working a day in your life. So that's what I'm trying to do.
100%. Do you remember what age you started showing interest in flower?
It was, I want to say probably like I was 17 years old, 16 or 17 years old. Is when I really started getting into it. So I've been around it for almost more than 5 years now. Yeah.
Very nice. Second question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years and how do you expect to get there?
I see myself with my own facility, own lab, and being able to produce my own flowers, products, waxes, rosins, you name it, anything that's medicinal that can really help out these patients. But I see myself being able to, like I said, have my own. I want not indoor and outdoor grows, like greenhouse, and then also indoor facilities where I can, control all the elements in there. So just being in charge of that with like a very small team of probably like, 15 people probably max that I trust. So that way it's all very clear communication and where everyone's on the same page, knowing what's going on there.
Do you have a preferred method? Like you said, the normal flower, but you said wax, resins. Like, do you have a preferred?
Well, I mean, you always have to be growing the flower, the plant. I mean, that's the start of it. So, I mean, that's, what you have to stick with. But, I mean, I guess my preferred method would be to go, like no-till, all natural. I don't want any unnatural things entering my plants or anything. And for the consumer as well, I don't want them to be getting the best quality products that they can get without having to worry about other things that, might be in there that could also cause harm to them. The most natural way is going to be the healthiest way. So that's what I strive to do.
This is great to hear. Give me a time that you took control of a situation at work.
Well, a time I took control at work was excuse me, a employee of my coworker. He was just getting like yelled at by an angry customer for no good reason. He was being absolutely polite and helpful. And even afterwards, he's taking all this, hate and essentially and just bombardments of just cruel, unnecessary words from a customer. Yeah. And so I stepped in and I was like, hey man, don't worry about it. Like you go help someone else right now. I'll finish up this transaction. And stepped in, and he was still being, just a rude person. And I just, kept my mouth shut and just, got them out of there. And then afterwards I was like, he was saying some really hateful stuff. I was cussing us out as he was leaving. which was really unnecessary because I, went in and diffused the whole situation for him. But I
Right.
mean, went in, told our upper management, and he eventually ended up getting banned from the store. So, which is the same thing I would have done. I don't want any of my coworkers to be, harassed or taking crap from anyone like that for no good reason, essentially.
Right. No, you definitely want a civil work environment. So it's like stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
it puts a bad vibe. So
Hmm.
good to hear how
Well,
you.
that, and everyone's there to make some money. Everyone's there, they're there for a reason. We're there for a reason. We're there to help you. It's not like we're there purposely to make you have a bad day. There's no, and we're there to make your day good. You know what I mean? Like I know that there wasn't a disconnect there because all my employees and my coworkers are all going, like, they're all just like customer service is like at the highest. So
Mhm.
just bite your tongue and get them through, and then deal with them afterwards.
Yeah. Kind of a similar question, but explain a time you demonstrated leadership. That could be either in the workplace or outside the workplace.
Um, well, I guess you could say almost every single day.
Mhm.
I coordinate, when me and my other coworkers are going to be going on lunch and stuff like that. So that way I can make sure that we're all lined up and we always have one person on the floor running the curbside orders, doing everything at once. Um, communication in that sense is just very important. You want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. That's why, preferably a smaller team is always better. So that way everyone can just, communication is not getting lost between that smaller group versus there's more people, there's more chance for it to break up and change the message of it, like the game telephone.
Right.
So I, yeah, pretty much coordinate that. And then also on top of that, my head's always on a swivel. I'm always, looking what needs to be done, what needs help, who needs help, no matter what the situation is. Just reading people's body languages and understanding, this person might be uncomfortable right now. Let me just go and check up on them, make sure they're all doing all right.
Yeah, absolutely. And last and final question. Is there any questions that you have for me?
Um, I would say, how would I know that, since it is a job that's going to be by contract at first, is there any chances of getting, longer extension or, longer than like a yearly contract per se?
No, I would absolutely say that with performance and how you increasingly get better at the job, that we would extend longer contracts and even possibly, like you said, one of your dreams and your goals is to have your own spot. So
Hmm.
to almost lead that into having your own spot, that would be ideal.
Okay. Very cool. And do you guys have like any specific way in which, you guys want me to be growing these crops? Is there any, formula or steps that you guys follow, or is it all up to me based on how I want to grow my own?
I would say that for us, more creative side is probably better. Um, that we like that, and if that is a possibility, that's what we really strive for.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, because everyone grows their own way, so it's very nice to be able to put your own personal touches on things and
Exactly.
make your flowers different from the others.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's all the other questions I had for you.
Beautiful. And definitely enjoyed the interview and meeting you, Ben. So we'll get in touch and possibly a second interview and hopefully then go further from there.
All right. Sounds very good. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.